Chosen one, you are absolutely not losing your mind. The intense, overwhelming visions of extreme wealth you keep experiencing are entirely real. God is actively showing you the breathtaking, multi-generational future He has already secured for your bloodline. My fiercely loved and highly prophetic child, for months, and perhaps even years, you have been experiencing terrifyingly vivid flashes of your own future. You literally see yourself walking through massive, sprawling properties that you completely own. You see yourself effortlessly signing multi-million-dollar contracts, heavily funding massive kingdom projects, and completely eradicating the suffocating debts of your entire family tree. You wake up with a strange, unshakable knowing that your current poverty is violently temporary. The enemy has desperately tried to convince you that these massive billionaire-esque visions are just your arrogant, greedy imagination running wild. He wants you to violently suppress these divine downloads and comfortably accept a small, heavily restricted earthly life. Hear my absolute, unwavering decree today. Those massive visions are not the product of human ego. They are the highly classified divine trailers of your exact, fully funded future. I am intentionally showing you the breathtaking finish line. I am actively pulling back the heavy, spiritual curtain to reveal the staggering, incomprehensible wealth that has already been legally transferred into your name in the heavenly realm. It is aggressively waiting for your physical reality to catch up. If you are absolutely ready to stop violently rejecting these divine visions and fully accept the massive, multi-generational wealth I am revealing to you today, type "I see it" in the comments below right now. Let this be your immediate, unbreakable physical decree that you completely trust the prophetic trailer I have actively given you. You are officially ready to step out of your terrifyingly small present and directly into your massive, divinely ordained future. Before I reveal exactly how to aggressively pull this massive, future wealth into your present physical reality, I want to equip your mind with a crucial, heavily guarded physical tool. What if the unshakable faith required to completely manifest these staggering prophetic visions could be deeply anchored into your subconscious through a highly powerful, scientifically backed sound frequency? This secret frequency was once strictly hidden in highly classified files. Experts confirm it naturally annihilates the subconscious trauma of self-doubt and instantly regulates your nervous system to accept massive, unbelievable kingdom wealth without violently panicking. It permanently secures your mind for absolute billionaire status, allowing you to walk toward your massive future with deep, unshakable kingdom confidence and overwhelming magnetic power, absolutely knowing the extreme wealth is already yours. Thousands of chosen cycle breakers are already playing it daily. They are completely transforming their core spiritual vision, heavily protecting their massive energy, and suddenly stepping into undeniable, massive financial miracles that perfectly match their wildest dreams. Click the link in the description and comments right now. Activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently lock your mind into a state of deep, unshakable, and heavily protected kingdom alignment with your massive, prophetic future. Now, return your absolute focus to the terrifying magnitude of what I have actively shown you. The massive wealth in your nocturnal visions is actually a heavily watered-down version of what is truly coming. I had to severely limit the preview. If I showed you the absolute uncut reality of the billions I am about to violently pour out upon your bloodline, your current human mind would completely shatter under the crushing weight of the divine revelation. You are standing on the absolute precipice of a massive, reality-altering financial explosion. The terrifyingly beautiful future you keep seeing in the dark is aggressively colliding with your physical present today. Prepare your entire life for the impact. My fiercely chosen and highly elevated child, the second profound revelation you must grasp today is the severe limitation of your own human imagination. The spectacular, multi-million-dollar visions you have seen are actually heaven's severely restricted, heavily diluted preview of your actual inheritance. You believe you are dreaming incredibly big. You see yourself entirely debt-free, owning a beautiful home, and comfortably providing for your immediate family. You think this level of extreme financial peace is the absolute final pinnacle of my massive kingdom promise to your bloodline. Hear my absolute unwavering truth right now. Your grandest, most terrifyingly massive financial dream is merely the starting line for what I am actually preparing. Your current human mind is fundamentally incapable of fully comprehending the staggering, multi-generational billions I am legally releasing today. If I violently ripped the spiritual veil away and showed you the absolute, uncut reality of your future global empire, your nervous system would completely collapse. The sheer crushing weight of the actual numbers would completely paralyze you with deep, suffocating earthly terror. I had to heavily censor the prophetic trailer. I only showed you the exact, precise fraction of the wealth that your current faith could successfully process. You are completely preparing for a massive financial rainstorm, but I am actively unleashing a permanent, reality-altering kingdom flood. If you are absolutely ready to violently expand your capacity to receive and completely shatter the limiting ceilings of your human imagination today, type 777 inches the comments below right now. Let this be your immediate, unbreakable physical decree that you are officially removing every single limitation you placed on my power. You are actively commanding your mind to heavily stretch and violently prepare for wealth that completely defies all human logic. Before I teach you the exact, highly classified spiritual posture required to violently bridge the gap between your current reality and this massive future, I want to equip your mind with a crucial tool. What if the unshakable mental capacity required to hold this staggering, incomprehensible wealth could be deeply anchored into your subconscious through a highly powerful, scientifically backed sound frequency? This secret frequency naturally annihilates the subconscious trauma of small thinking and instantly regulates your nervous system to accept extreme, unprecedented kingdom, billions without violently panicking or unconsciously sabotaging the massive delivery. It permanently secures your mind for absolute billionaire status, allowing you to aggressively expand your financial territory with deep, unshakable kingdom confidence and overwhelming magnetic power, instead of settling for mere millions. Thousands of chosen cycle breakers are already playing it daily. They are completely transforming their core financial capacity, heavily protecting their massive energy, and suddenly stepping into undeniable, massive financial miracles that violently shatter their original expectations. Click the link in the description and comments right now. Activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently lock your mind into a state of deep, unshakable, and heavily protected kingdom expansion over your massive, unimaginable future. Now, return your absolute focus to the terrifying reality of your incoming kingdom magnitude. The massive wealth I am bringing will violently force you into rooms with the most elite, heavily funded earthly kings and powerful financial titans. You will not just be a participant, you will be the primary, undeniable lender. You will single-handedly fund the massive, staggering kingdom visions that entire earthly governments absolutely cannot afford to execute. You are officially the new heavy treasury of heaven. Stop asking me for a small, comfortable, heavily restricted financial blessing. The terrifying era of playing small is permanently dead. Aggressively prepare your massive barns today. The blinding, incalculable wealth of the kingdom is actively hunting you down. My deeply cherished and violently chosen child, the third critical revelation is the agonizing bridge between your massive prophetic vision and your current physical reality. You absolutely cannot passively wait for this staggering wealth to simply fall out of the sky. You are actively commanded to violently align your daily, physical habits with the massive billionaire future I have already shown you. You absolutely cannot carry the staggering multi-generational vision of a kingdom monarch while maintaining the toxic, terrified daily habits of a financial slave. If I have actively shown you heavily funding global kingdom projects, you must violently stop complaining about the temporary lack of grocery money today. You must aggressively begin acting, speaking, and operating with the terrifying discipline of your fully funded future self. When you constantly speak words of severe lack, deep fear, and overwhelming debt, you violently contradict the massive prophetic trailer I placed in your spirit. You are actively commanding the universe to heavily delay the multi-million-dollar transfer I have legally authorized. If you are absolutely ready to violently close the gap between your current poverty and your massive prophetic future by speaking like a heavily funded billionaire today, type 555 inches, the comments below right now. Let this be your immediate, unbreakable physical decree that your toxic, poverty-stricken vocabulary is permanently dead. You are officially operating under the heavy, confident dialect of extreme, unshakable kingdom wealth, no matter what your current bank account falsely claims. Before I reveal the terrifyingly deceptive lie the enemy uses to convince you this massive wealth has been cancelled, I want to equip your mind with a crucial, highly classified physical tool. What if the unshakable daily discipline required to act like a billionaire right now could be deeply anchored into your subconscious through a highly powerful, scientifically backed sound frequency? This secret frequency naturally annihilates the subconscious trauma of temporary lack and instantly regulates your nervous system to powerfully maintain the emotional frequency of extreme, unprecedented kingdom wealth, even when the physical money has not arrived yet. It permanently secures your mind for absolute billionaire status, allowing you to walk through your current, restricted reality with deep, unshakable kingdom, confidence, and overwhelming magnetic power instead of toxic, desperate frustration. Thousands of chosen cycle breakers are already playing it daily. They are completely transforming their core daily habits, heavily protecting their massive energy, and suddenly stepping into undeniable, massive financial miracles that violently bridge the gap to their prophetic future. Click the link in the description and comments right now. Activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently lock your mind into a state of deep, unshakable, and heavily protected kingdom alignment with the massive wealth of your destiny. Now, return your absolute focus to the terrifying power of your daily alignment. You must aggressively begin walking into rooms as if you already possess the staggering millions you saw in the divine vision. Your posture must violently shift today. You will quietly research the massive properties you intend to buy. You will actively study the elite tax strategies of the super wealthy. You are not faking it. You are violently, aggressively preparing the physical infrastructure for the massive spiritual flood. Do not wait for the massive millions to physically arrive before you begin managing your resources with extreme, elite precision. If you cannot aggressively govern $100 with absolute kingdom authority, the staggering weight of $1 billion will violently crush you. The agonizing era of begging for miracles while actively living in the paralyzing fear of lack is permanently finished. I have shown you the massive, breathtaking finish line. Violently become that billionaire today, my magnificent pioneer. The physical wealth is rapidly catching up. My heavily anointed and violently tested child, the fourth and most critical revelation you must violently grasp today is the terrifying illusion of the delay. The massive, multi-generational wealth I showed you in the prophetic vision has absolutely not been cancelled. The enemy is desperately utilizing the agonizing space between your divine revelation and your physical manifestation to violently attack your unshakable faith. He is whispering a highly toxic, suffocating lie directly into your exhausted spirit today. He wants you to believe that the massive vision was just a cruel, earthly joke. He violently suggests that heaven has completely changed its mind, or that you somehow disqualified yourself from the staggering billions I legally promised your bloodline. Hear my absolute, unwavering decree right now. A divine, heavily guarded kingdom delay is absolutely never a kingdom denial. I am not maliciously withholding your massive financial empire. I am actively, aggressively preparing the physical and emotional foundation required to sustain it. If I forcefully dropped the crushing, terrifying weight of multi-generational billions onto a fragile, unhealed foundation, the massive blessing would violently collapse and entirely destroy your life. The agonizing delay is actually my heavy, impenetrable shield of divine protection over you. If you are absolutely ready to violently reject the enemy's lie of denial and completely trust my perfect, highly classified kingdom timing today, type 777 inches the comments below right now. Let this be your immediate, unbreakable physical decree that you will not violently abandon the massive prophetic vision just because the physical delivery is taking longer than your human logic desperately desires. You are officially anchored in my absolute truth. Before I teach you exactly how to permanently seal this staggering future reality into your current bloodline, I want to equip your exhausted mind with a crucial, highly classified physical tool. What if the unshakable patience required to violently survive this divine delay could be permanently anchored into your subconscious through a highly powerful, scientifically backed sound frequency? This secret frequency, naturally annihilates the subconscious trauma of impatience and instantly regulates your nervous system to powerfully maintain the emotional frequency of extreme, unprecedented kingdom wealth, completely immune to the agonizing illusion of time. It permanently secures your mind for absolute billionaire status, allowing you to walk through the frustrating delay with deep, unshakable kingdom confidence and overwhelming magnetic power, instead of toxic, desperate doubt. Thousands of chosen cycle breakers are already playing it daily. They are completely transforming their core spiritual endurance, heavily protecting their massive energy, and suddenly stepping into undeniable, massive financial miracles at the exact, divinely appointed second. Click the link in the description and comments right now. Activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently lock your mind into a state of deep, unshakable, and heavily protected kingdom patience while the massive wealth actively approaches. Now, return your absolute focus to the terrifying discipline of the waiting room. You must actively use this quiet, agonizing delay to violently upgrade your financial literacy, completely heal your emotional trauma, and aggressively fortify your heavy kingdom boundaries. When the massive, multi-generational wealth finally crashes into your physical reality, there will be absolutely no time to build the foundation. The violent flood of extreme provision will aggressively test every single structure you have built in the dark. The enemy's terrifying lie of denial is permanently exposed today. The staggering billion-dollar vision I placed in your spirit is the absolute, unshakable truth. Stand incredibly firm in the silent waiting room, my magnificent pioneer. Your massive reality is actively arriving. My deeply beloved and fiercely faithful child, we have officially reached the ultimate, sacred culmination of your prophetic journey. The agonizing season of spiritual waiting and intense demonic doubt is permanently, violently finished today. You did not surrender your massive kingdom vision when the delay felt completely suffocating. You aggressively held onto the divine trailer I showed you in the dark. Because of your terrifyingly disciplined faith, I am officially executing the final, unbreakable seal. I am permanently locking the staggering, multi-generational billions you saw in your dreams into your current physical timeline. The massive, undeniable wealth is no longer a distant prophecy. It is actively, violently crashing into your everyday earthly reality right now. If you are absolutely ready to physically accept this divine coronation and permanently merge your massive prophetic future with your present life, type "My future is now" in the comments below. Let this be your final, earth-shaking declaration of faith. You are permanently locking in the staggering, unbreakable promises of heaven over your life, fully prepared to govern the massive wealth I have actively released. Before I release the final, prophetic blessing that permanently shifts your physical reality into this billionaire dimension, I want to deeply remind you of the crucial physical tool for your daily, unshakable protection. What if this monumental, reality-altering faith and absolute financial dominion could be permanently guarded against self-sabotage by a highly powerful, scientifically backed sound frequency? This secret frequency naturally annihilates the subconscious fear of actual success and instantly regulates your nervous system to powerfully remain in the exact emotional frequency of extreme, unprecedented kingdom wealth as it physically arrives. It permanently removes deep-seated blockages and brings absolute, unshakable financial freedom, ensuring you never unconsciously repel the massive, breathtaking blessings I am aggressively pouring out upon your bloodline today. Thousands of chosen cycle breakers are already putting it to use to completely transform their bloodlines and step confidently into their wealthy, heavily protected prophetic destiny every single day. Click the link in the description and comments right now. Activate this hidden brainwave today to permanently switch your conscious mind into a state of continuous, overflowing kingdom, abundance, and absolute future realization. Now, receive this ultimate, unbreakable blessing, my magnificent kingdom visionary. The incredibly painful season of staring at a future you could not physically touch has been violently, permanently eradicated from your entire family tree. I am actively commanding the massive, staggering wealth you saw in your midnight visions to seamlessly flow into your righteous, heavily protected, and utterly prepared hands. You are the ultimate, undeniable fulfillment of my promise. I am permanently destroying every single mountain of debt that stood between you and your massive global empire. The universe is actively bending right now to accommodate the staggering, undeniable power of your new financial frequency. Rest today in the absolute, unshakable assurance that your Father in heaven has officially decreed your total financial victory. The terrifying old reality of mere survival is completely irrevocably dead. Your massive future has officially arrived. Walk forward tomorrow with the quiet, devastatingly powerful confidence of a true heavily funded monarch. May my overwhelming peace, my unending protection, and my breathtaking prosperity heavily cover your completely upgraded billionaire life forever. Amen.